And hello. Well, hi everybody, and thank you, Christine. I'm so excited to be here at Measure of Music for my third year in a row, and I'm very excited for the opportunity to be sharing RealCount with all of you. My name is Diana Gremore, and I am the founder and CEO of RealCount. And when I talk about RealCount, I like to share a little bit about my own background. So I've been working in live music for about 10 years, starting out on the promoter side and then working on the agency side with artists before creating the data and analytics department at my former talent agency. Now, the most important data point you might know that we constantly reference in the industry is how many tickets are sold, otherwise known as the ticket count. As you can imagine, this is the primary driver of business for each of our event stakeholders, which I like to think of as talent selling on the agent and artist side and talent buying on the venue and the promoter side. For those of you who haven't worked in live music, however, it may surprise you to learn that the way this information is transferred, the ticket count, is a largely manual process that looks a little something like the mess of this. So for example, an artist is going on tour across 10 dates. That means you could have 10 different ticketing companies, multiple pre-sales, and 10 different methods of communication across PDF, Excels, backends, emails, texting, or calling. In order to know how many tickets sold across the board, you do whatever it takes to get that count, and the flow of information often looks like this tangled web. And that's not even counting the secondary market. And as a coordinator earlier in my career, both on the artist and the promoter side, gathering and sharing this info could take up to 10 hours of my week. And for many of my colleagues, that was closer to 20. Now, multiply that across all of the artists touring, agencies, promoters, and venues, and you have thousands of hours being lost to manual data labor and chasing until RealCount, the first comprehensive data aggregation and analytics platform for the most important data in live tickets sold. Our B2B SaaS platform ingests data from ticketing companies, currently via these three methods listed here, and inputs them into one place for insights, our dashboard, creating a live data ecosystem where you get to monitor all your sales in one place, benchmark against similar shows, or in research and plan based on market trends. Our platform provides tools and insights for every step of the event lifecycle. So we first set up with the automation of the collection of the data, saving times for teams. And in doing so, we allow them the opportunity to act on this data by catching anomalies sooner. For example, one of our first companies saw a jump in tickets sold for a popular performance that looked a little suspicious. And we're able to contact the promoter and the ticketing company to identify bots that bought all these fans and return those tickets into the hands of fans. Beyond that, post-tour and post-show, you can audit and analyze the performances and use that data to develop your next touring strategy, which people are already doing without like a lot of information. So not only are we saving time for support staff, but we are supercharging decision makers. When it comes to the ways we're supercharging, our goals for this data are to put it to work to improve the bottom line for our customers by helping them do things like predict sales, evaluate event partners, optimize routing, and a whole lot more. So where we're at now and where we're going, we are in a fully operational beta and have a number of paid customers and are servicing teams that represent over 1,500 artists. We also have the ability to serve self-booking artists at this time, so if you are one, please say hi. Our waitlist is open and actively growing for our next customer verticals, promoters, and venues, and we're looking to raise a pre-seed round to help us meet this demand. In terms of our product functionality, we are actively working on building out our insights and analysis environment and are plotting out the tools that we will be layering on top of this data and have a lot of wonderful early partners in early conversations. Our ask for today is if there are any interested investors out there, please feel free to reach out. If there's any leads on any of these customer verticals, or if there's any rockstar data viz freelancers, please do reach out. And for any agencies who might be here, We are happy to offer one tour free, and any artists who are self-booking or managers who are booking tours for their artists, please feel free to reach out. And that is all for the presentation.
Oh, fantastic, Diana.
Hopefully.
So everyone's free to ask questions. Thank you so much, Diana. I'm gonna ask the first question. In terms of automation, so when you started thinking about the automation for this process, what would you say were the biggest kind of bottlenecks, and then like how did you kind of tackle that?
Yeah, I think the biggest bottlenecks is a lot of ticketing companies don't have API backend set up already. And there's a little bit of, method to getting access to those in the first place. So we knew that the ticketing companies overall, there's a lot of different levels of maturity in the tech in the market. So API is where we're going for all the future. In the interim, it's often the most, like 70% of the data that we're getting, maybe more or less, is coming from automated emails, which is just kind of like the technical place where this data sharing is at right now. And then 30%, they don't have automated emails or APIs set up. So we are manually reaching out to the folks on those teams who are checking the backends and sharing data. So it's kind of just simplifying it across the board, but we wanted to not let we wanted our product to help the industry advance, not just wait until everybody had an API, because I don't think they would wait around for that.
That makes total sense. Full transparency, I currently work for a ticketing company, and getting to the point of, I was like, oh, how does the data get anywhere is something that is a new revelation, it seems. Excellent. If there are no more questions, oh, actually, let me double check YouTube. Okay, cool. No more questions for now. So, Diana, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.